Hello students, welcome to Vidhan English classes. I am Vidhan Krishna, your English teacher. Today in this session, I am going to acquaint you all with a very important poem from class 10th, The First Flight, Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. So stay tuned from starting to end. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Before we move into the poem, let's discuss the meaning of the title Dust of Snow. The title refers to the fine particles of snow, which later on we will discuss that the fine particles changes the mood of the poet. The poet of the poem is the famous American poet Robert Frost. His full name is Robert Lee Frost. His writing was initially published in England before it was published in America. Robert Frost was born on 26th March 1874, San Francisco, California, United States, and died on 29th January 1963 in Boston, United States of America. Robert Frost is a well-known modern poet. He was awarded Pulitzer Prize 4 times. Before we dive into the poetry, let's discuss few words from the poem. The first word we should know is shook down. That means jerked. Jhatak kar gira diya. Hemlock, a poisonous plant with small white flowers, has given my heart a change. That means changed my mood. Manodasha mein tabdili la di. Rude, regretted, pachhtana. So now, what the poet wants to say, what the poet wants to convey in the poem. The poet in the poem wants to convey and explains how a petty thing, simple thing in our surrounding, nature in our vicinity can teach us, can give us motivation and inspire us and brighten our day up. The message of the poem is put into words by Robert Frost. A little thing touches a larger thing. A small thing can change our mood from sadness to happiness. A little thing touches a larger thing. A small thing can have a large significance in our life. Nature is bountiful and always blesses us. It is the greatest teacher. Now let me recite the poem for you and then line by line explanation would be followed. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. The poet says that he was standing beneath a hemlock tree. A crow shook off the dust of snow that had fallen on it. When this dust fell on the poet, sudden change came in his mood. It ended all the regret that had filled his mind. Thus, it saved his day from any further sadness. But the poet has used the hemlock tree, the crow, the dust of snow, and the crow's shaking off this dust from his wings as symbols only. The hemlock is a poisonous tree. It has been used here as a symbol of the poet's sad mind that can be no less than a poison for the body. The crow is often taken as a sign of ill omen. The poet has used it as symbol of the sad thoughts that had settled on his mind, just as the crow had settled on the hemlock tree. The dust of snow that has settled on the crow is a symbol of inertia that the poet's sad thoughts have brought about in him, and the crow's shaking off this dust is a symbol of the new awakening that comes in the poet's mind. It ends all his regret and saves his mind from any further dejection. Thus, we see that every word of the short poem is loaded with deep symbolism and significance. Dust of snow is fine particles of snow that settles like dust on various objects during a snowfall. A crow perched on a hemlock tree shakes off the snow dust that has settled on him. This dust falls on the poet. This little incident brings about a sudden change in the poet's mood. Now the poet shakes off his sad thoughts and is filled with renewed energy. So we see in the poem Frost sees deep symbolical meaning in each and everything in the nature. One can interpret these symbols in one's own way. One can see nature as a friend or as an enemy. The dust of snow stands for happiness, positivity, optimism. The poet says that the act of the crow brought about a change in his mood. Now let's discuss the moral in the poem. The moral in the poem is that we should not get dejected or depressed, because there is always an opportunity to change sad mood into happy mood. Today all of us are living in a stressful atmosphere. This poem teaches us to gain happiness from little things, and we should be close to nature. We should never harm our nature, and nature is our greatest teacher. Positive change can take place in us through negativity also. We can learn from adversity also. We can learn from negative things of nature also. Simple act of kindness done can inspire others with enthusiasm and may bring huge change in their lives. And also, we should not be superstitious in our life. We should not believe in superstition, rather, live in the world of logical thought. Our attitude towards a problem plays an important role in making it positive or negative. We see in the poem Hemlock Tree, Crow, they are taken as a bad omen in the society, in our life. But these things, in fact, if logically thought, are part of nature. They can also prove useful to us. We should solve our day to day problem with optimism. A person can neither keep away from problems completely. Solution to the problem should be seeked rather than believing in superstitious things. Thus, the poem teaches us to find happiness from small things and to take everything positively. Now, let's discuss few poetic devices that are used in the poem. Alliteration is used in the lines "has given my heart" and saved some part, as same consonants are used repeatedly in those lines. And assonance is used to show repetition of vowels in several lines of this poem for the sake of rhyme. Hope you understood the poem Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. That's all in this video. See you in the next video lecture on any other poem. If you have any question or suggestion, do write in the comment section. If this video helped you, please like and share so that other students can also learn. For more such an educational video, do subscribe my channel Bidhan English Classes. Thank you for watching.